I bought my friend a real Ghostbusters animation cell that like came with like a fully painted, background. Every time I see it, I'm like, I'd like that back.
All right, welcome to This Week in Nerd History. There's a podcast where we talk about all the fun, dumb, nerdy stuff from the past, present, and future. I'm Mike. Joining me, as always, we got AJ and Sal. How you guys doing? All right, so we got a lot of bad things to talk about today. We're just going over
We're just talking about all the stuff we hate today.
Yeah, a couple bangers. The Electric State, the live-action Snow White. I mean, those are the two that are just like, I don't even know. Like, I was going to say, like, let's find some positives, but I don't know. That's for who? Who cares? Avengers Doomsday cast announcement video came out when we're recording this on Thursday. That came out yesterday. A whole bunch of stuff. Hunger Games stuff, Severance, Holland. I can do a little art breakdown if we got time.
Yeah.
The 75th anniversary of the original animated Cinderella came out this year. I wanted to start by showing you guys something. So there is a big Hollywood prop auction going on. And I just happened to catch this like image of what it is. I think it's still happening, this current one. It is... Oh, no. One of the costumes for the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze.
It looks so awful.
Suits. And it is fucking horrifying.
It looks like a dead turtle.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh.
Look at those goddamn
It's
chompers.
just dilapidated.
It's like they just left it outside.
There used to be lips over the teeth, and it's just decayed over time.
Yeah,
they just left it in an open garage where animals could roam, and like
the
wind would drift leaves in and stuff.
One of the sad things about like Jim Henson Creations is that they were like, they're built on the cheap and they're made to be destroyed. Like they don't last.
Yeah.
And this is like, we want to preserve them because Jim's gone and like Disney doesn't give a crap. But like, they're all going to fall apart.
And then you get some photos of its glory days.
This was made to be sweated in and punched for like, 16 hours a day, 40 years ago.
So just like, okay, let's pretend one of you wanted to buy this thing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with it? Do you put it on display, or do you put it on and you wear it to
wear it?
Social events?
Do you have your kids like put it on as a costume and terrify other kids?
No,
in
the kids
neighborhood?
will ruin it. No, I'm wearing it.
Right,
you're wearing it.
Show it some respect. Yeah, I mean, I am wearing this thing multiple times.
At least once.
Yeah,
like I'm putting
at
first thing
least
is
every other day.
It's going to be
it'll go on a
disgusting.
mannequin.
It's
gonna
give me
smell
like a
awful.
rash.
I feel like the way the shell looks and the way the face has deteriorated, it looks like if you try to put it on, it's going to fall apart immediately.
Yes.
It's like when you have an elastic band that's really old and you accidentally stretch it and then it just crumbles.
Right.
It's going to be just like that.
Yeah.
There's going to be someone with white gloves and like a tuxedo is going to be like, don't wear it. Buyer beware. It will be destroyed if you put it on.
I mean, the shell.
The estimate is
Shell's
$1,000
awesome.
to $2,000, and it's
That's not a
currently
lot.
up
I know.
at $3,750. I'm trying to like put this into like this is over a month's mortgage for me.
So yes, that's a yes then.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quite hitting 2 months, so I think it's worth it.
It sounds like a business expense to me.
Like we always say, got to spend money to make money. This thing, you wear this thing out, you wear it.
You get all the friends
on the podcast.
I mean, there's no one that's not. It's so terrifying. There's no one that's not going to talk to you when you're wearing this in the club. In the club.
Just running at people out of the darkness.
Is that not where you guys are wearing this?
Turtle power!
I imagine put this on, go to a club. Dance the night away. Meet some honeys.
You will be tased.
I wonder if it's got any jaw control that you could rig. I'm sure that thing just hangs open.
Just
but if you could like
slack,
turtle power,
you can do this.
The worst is
Geary
you can't.
Busey teeth.
It was radio controlled, so like you'd need
a
friend to come with you to the club to wire it, as long as no one else has like radio frequencies that would interfere. Because infamously, there was a story about like how when they were shooting in like North Carolina or whatever, they air traffic control information would get intercepted with it. So he'd just be like, Tower 1, blah, 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 like, just
He would
freak
just
out.
show up inside the head.
That's amazing.
His mouth would move and say, like, Tower 1, we've got a situation over here. And it's just like, what the hell was that?
Oh my God.
He'd just be like, yada. Like, it's yeah, it would be a nightmare. What a disaster this movie would have been if it weren't for the tenacity and hardworking people that made Ninja Turtles happen.
You're getting the head and the busted up legs as a bonus, but you're really buying the shell.
Yeah. The shell is the display piece. You need to you need to do that.
I mean, you could mount it up like you hunted. He hunted.
Send it away
Donnie.
to be taxidermied.
Yeah, like mounted on like a kind of herald piece
I killed
of
this
wood.
turtle. Can you taxidermy it for me?
Like,
You should mount it on like a pizza box, and then
that's you get like a piece of wood made by a local artist who could make it look like a pizza box and then lacquer it. Yeah.
Yep.
See,
Mm-hmm.
we were practically bought it already. Hang on, I'm just gonna. Place
Yeah, I got it. I'm the high bidder currently. So
All right, great.
I was looking through the rest of that auction because it was just a curiosity. There's a ton of shit, but there wasn't really anything that stood out. But like everything was kind of this price. I was like, I would expect, for as horrifying as it looks, like I would expect that to be going a little bit higher than what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
how
not
did you
over yet,
find it? I mean, obviously not enough people are seeing
So
it.
I had a
Should
nightmare.
be up to 10,000.
And I woke up in a sweat, and it was on my phone.
and it was just there.
That costume's in the corner, just like shh, as it just like sinks into the. No, I saw somebody had posted. I think somebody had posted that link somewhere. I honestly can't remember, but I was like, holy shit! So this is the first thing, and then I was just kind of digging through it for a little bit, but yeah. So go out and bid it. Somebody win that, please, if you're listening.
And then send it.
You've got at least $4,000 to spare.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, oh my God, they have one of the suits from Alien.
Oh yeah, that was the one that I saw. Yeah.
I want it so
Put
bad.
it up on the screen.
Oh, me?
Screen share.
Oh, no. How do
Share
I do
that shit.
Oh, now you'll see all the porn I watch when I'm doing the show.
It's all turtle themed.
I'm not surprised.
There it is.
Oh, this wasn't the one I was thinking of. Holy shit.
that. I thought you meant like an alien.
Oh,
suit.
yeah, that'd be sweet.
There was like a
That would be
xenomorph one that was like in pieces. It looked like a kit, but it wasn't this.
Oh my God, it was John Hurts. Oh, that's awesome. $12,000 to $24,000.
That is pricier than any of the ones that I saw.
Yeah, that was the estimate. So it probably sold for more like $50,000 or something.
Dang.
Do you have any like memorabilia or any like props from movies and stuff that you
No,
couldn't resist?
Don't really. I have a couple like animation cells, things like that.
I bought my friend a Real Ghostbusters animation cell that like came with like a fully painted, like background. And, it smells like cancer. That paint it is heavy and thick, and it's pungent. And I'm like,
it's all that
this
lead.
is dangerous. Yeah, all the lead. And I gave it to a friend, and I'm like, every time I see it, I'm like, I'd like that back. It's so cool. At least she displayed it. I'm like, I'm glad it's up, and that family can look at it forever, and I can look at it mournfully.
I have a picture, it's giant, a giant framed picture of Forrest Gump running, and there's a little plaque that says, "Life is like a box of chocolates."
Yeah, that's called a poster.
No, it's not a poster. It's like got matting on it. It was a present to me from one of my from a boyfriend in high school because I was obsessed with Forrest Gump.
You don't have to keep everything.
I probably should get rid of it, but I do still love Forrest Gump.
Okay, if you like, but it's not like, well, he
I
loved
love
it.
Forrest Gump.
Your husband's like, we've been married for 15 years.
I still have this thing.
Why do you still have this?
Where are
he
our
really
wedding
liked
photos?
it.
I really like Forrest Gump.
They're on the other
It's
side.
a great
of the Forrest Gump
movie.
poster.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh
I
my
can
God.
quote it like. I walk
that.
into a Bubba Gump and they're playing Forrest Gump at all times, but you can't always hear it. And the first time that I went into a Bubba Gump with Dan, we just went to the bar to get a drink, and it was playing, but there was no sound, and I just started like rattling off what the dialogue was and like doing voices for everyone and everything, and he was like, "What the fuck? What is happening right now?"
Right. Like,
and he was like, "This
Gump?
is like a superpower."
Like I can quote verbatim the Deer Hunter.
The Deer Hunter themed restaurant is not as fun as Bubble Gump.
But but it is worth checking out. It is in Mississippi though.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Howdy there, folks. Video James here. As you know, I spend all my time either out on the range, in an old-timey bathtub, or gaming. So I gotta make sure I eat the right stuff when I'm on the go. Thankfully, this video is sponsored by Control. They got healthy meal replacement shakes, protein meal bars, and protein cookies. Best of all, they actually taste great, and not like I'm just chewing on a saddle all day. So check out the link in the description and use the code Dorkly to get 10% off your order. Thanks to Control for sponsoring this podcast, and back to the podcast.
All right, this is Today in Nerd History. We got like a bunch of things that we can kind of make fun of, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really watch any of them, but we can just make fun of it.
Yeah.
The Electric State came out like last week. Cost $320 million reportedly.
What is happening? Like,
Insane.
So,
and
Why?
terrible 15% on Rotten Tomatoes by critics, 75% by audience. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why? I was trying to just find, like, why did this movie cost so much? I know the Russos kind of demand a high price tag, and it was at like a $200 million level in like 2022.
Yeah.
When it was going to be produced by like a different studio, and they're like, that's too much. And then Netflix was like, what if we added $124 million to it?
More money into it.
But like seeing like the reviews, I was watching some breakdowns of it and stuff. There's nothing in there that makes sense to me of why that movie cost so much. Like it's obviously got a ton of CGI and stuff in it, but like every movie does.
Yeah.
It's got a ton of like actors in it, but actors don't demand like actors don't make like $20 million a movie anymore like they used to, like 25 years ago or whatever. So that's not it. So it's like, why would you, and you're Netflix and you're like, we're never going to make our money back on this thing. Why is it happening?
Put so much money into this movie?
Yeah.
Also, like, I watched the trailer when I was like, oh, this is a thing that's happening. I watched the trailer and I was like, nothing about this is compelling to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm just going to pass, like, straight up.
Yeah.
Besides hearing that it sucked afterwards.
Right. It costs nothing to see. Like, I have a Netflix password. I could just watch it anytime.
I could just watch it.
Right.
I really like Millie Bobby Brown. I'm so on Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more he appears, the less excited people are. It has to be a money laundering scheme, right? Like, just calling it what it is.
Maybe
Thor: Love and Thunder was $250 million, but that's $50 million more than the last Spider-Man movie, and that had 3 Spider-Men in it. Like, and it's shot like a MasterCard commercial. Like, I don't understand why it would cost that much and where the money goes, except like to hedonistic Caligula-like orgies and like lining pockets in the Caymans. Like, at some point or another, like I get. Like, what was it? Like Avatar was like $400 million. Indiana Jones 5 was $300 million, which again is $50 million more than Thor: Love and Thunder, which again is $50 million more than a Spider-Man sequel, which isn't always guaranteed to make $1 billion because like none of the amazing Spider-Man
from now
movies
on we should have movies measured by how many Spider-Mans it is.
Yeah. Right? Like,
this is 2.5 Spider-Mans.
Yeah, there's 2.5 Spider-Mans in this movie.
It's too much.
So, yes, it's going to cost too much. But I don't know. But no one's you're never going to make your money back. There's no justification. Like, where's the audience for this?
The audience gave it a 75%, which is like, all right, that's not terrible.
Yeah,
like
that's a C+.
75 is a passing grade.
I'd take that in middle school.
But critics are like,
yeah, well, because like they're offended, like they're deeply offended. Because as I understand it, it's like it's dumb.
Do you guys want to talk about the Doomsday cast?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
So
that was yesterday?
Yeah, here I can play the actual thing.
Tell me about it.
I fucking wish I had Freddy Freaker queued up for that. God damn it.
Oh,
Son of a
man.
bitch. You'll get it. It just rolls forever past all the cast members' names.
Yep.
It's a creative way to do it. You're going through 1,000 people. The thing that there's two things that bothers me about it. One is
That Paul Rudd isn't higher on the list.
once
He
they
should have been first.
Once they start getting into like the Thunderbolts cast,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess they make it out of that movie, okay? When it comes out.
Some of them do.
Yeah. The other thing is, as it goes, aside from as it's showing Kelsey Grammer, there's like, I'm like, I don't really know who this person is. I wish they had like
I know.
pictures
Could
with
you
them.
put a picture with it?
Yeah, or just
Now I
like the
have to-
character.
Now I have
Ladies
to
and gentlemen,
IMDb
Joseph
all of
Quinn.
them.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't really, I mean, because some of these movies are just coming out, or it's like from the show or whatever. I just don't know everybody's fucking name. So it's like, the impact gets lesser and lesser as it kind of goes. But,
Yeah.
What are these in order of appearance? Like what? It's so random.
No, it's in
like
order of importance.
rando. I don't know, and then
James Marsden. I mean,
Channing Tatum.
it's mixing
Pedro
in like,
Pascal.
all
Oh,
the
yeah.
X-Men stuff, and there's
The seat's not empty. He heard me.
I know.
He's like, shut the fuck up, AJ.
Do you think he got paid for that? Or is that part of
yeah.
a contract thing? Or it's like built in?
Maybe it was like, listen, you died,
Yeah.
so we're gonna pay you for a promotional piece.
Well, Iron Man died.
Yeah, Iron Man
Iron Man
died.
died.
No. AJ,
Oh,
he's-
so that means that doesn't mean that he can't come back?
Oh,
or-
you don't know?
No.
Oh, this is so great. I love, like,
What?
I'm glad
You
that you
love
don't
that I'm
know this, because, like, you shouldn't. Like,
Right.
you don't have to.
I don't
Yeah.
need to know these things.
Yeah.
Wait.
This was
but
like-
tell
alright.
me anyway. I'll forget.
Several months ago, whenever it was, or Comic-Con, right?
It was
when they did-
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I was there.
Oh.
Not in the room, but I was outside the room, so I heard the noise. I was like, "Oh shit, what the hell happened?" I looked at my phone and went, "Boo!"
Ooh.
He's coming. He's playing. What's his face? Dr. Doom.
Why? So, because there's not a million other actors available.
I mean,
Top-
it's
Play that.
What? No one cares anymore.
So nobody else wanted to be
Consider
Dr.
this.
Doom?
Oh no,
Or-
many people want to be
I thought you
Dr.
were.
Doom.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me that like he was going to come from an alternate reality
Oh, he
because
is.
of
He
the
is.
whole.
yeah.
Okay.
That'll
but
be
as
it.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
And the only difference
As
is he
Tony
looks and sounds
Stark
and acts just like
being
Tony
Dr.
Stark.
Doom?
No, he's going to be Victor Von Doom, a completely different man from different parents who just happened to make genetic material that looks exactly like the guy from another reality.
Right. Because
Yeah.
this is all we've got, people.
Yeah,
What's
that's
happening?
right.
What the?
Yeah, they're like, this is our Hail Mary.
Yeah.
What?
That's why-
yeah.
That's why we rehired the Russos.
Mhm.
Like they were not going to make. They didn't know who was going to make the new Avengers movies. I think it was going to be like the guy who made Ant-Man or something.
Yeah.
And they were like, no.
Nah, don't do that.
But after Ant-Man 3, they were like, oh, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Mm-mm.
Which I'm like, I appreciate because Ant-Man 3 is like wretched.
The most distracting bad CGI comp stuff, lighting, everything, and that. Like, I was just like, I can't get over it.
No, it's inexcusable.
Yeah, it was crazy bad. It was so fucking distracting.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
normally I can just whatever. I'm just like, I get it, whatever. This is kind of what movies look like now. It sucks. But I'm
But
like,
no,
this is bad.
this is a big movie. This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
this isn't
no excuse
some
for this.
indie production. They're putting a
Right.
lot of money into this. Can you
Yeah.
make it look good?
Yeah, this
it-
isn't
Can
Green
you
Arrow
not
on the
cast
CW.
the same actor that died to play a new character? What?
But they're
I'm like
convinced
that
people
alone
want-
now
Yeah,
makes
no.
me not want to see it because why?
Yeah, it's a really weird decision. I mean, it's not a weird decision if you're talking about if you get hard from spreadsheets because, like, let me tell you something.
Do we get
Spreadsheet
to see
says
Robert
that's
Downey Jr. be a different character, or is
Yeah.
he's still going to be Tony Stark basically?
No, he's going to be. Well, I mean, has he played anybody different since
Has
Iron
he
Man?
played anyone except
Dr.
himself
Doolittle?
for the last
I
45
didn't
You know
years?
what I
see
really liked
Dr.
him in?
Dolittle,
He was. I like the Sherlock Holmes ones. The guy.
Oh, I
Ritchie
love
ones.
I love the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yeah.
And I liked when he was that lawyer with Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah.
But also, it's just a variation on it.
It's true.
Now, don't get
You
me
know?
wrong. I'm not trying to bad talk Bob.
We love Bob.
Yeah, no,
we love Bob.
I think he'll like
He
once you
introduces
can get
himself
past
as
that
Bob.
or whatever, if you can, like he'll do great. He's an awesome actor, so it's like
Yeah,
that
he's gonna
part's
be great.
fine,
He's Chaplin.
right? So
Remember
like,
Chaplin?
but it's just like it came at such like it was a desperate time for like they're pulling on nostalgia from like 6 years ago. It's crazy.
And 20. Because you see that Ian McKellen is going to be Magneto in this movie.
Right.
And it's like, isn't he 105?
I know.
I love
Maybe
Ian
he might-
McKellen. I'm down for that. But also, like, I'm part of the problem.
You're part of
'Cause
the
I'm
problem.
Like, that's
you
a
are.
terribly derivative idea, and I can't wait to clap my
I
hands.
know. Well, it'd be fucking crazy if he came in as Gandalf. I'd be like, all right, no, that's fucking great. All right, I like it.
Yeah, now it's
I'll
like
take it.
Now it's like a Weird Al song.
I'll allow it.
When does that movie come out?
Never. They're gonna make it and then they're gonna can it.
No, it can't be. No, it's not. Yeah, they're just. Yeah, they're gonna. You know,
Ultimate-
whoa, wait, this isn't a
That's
cartoon
what I
we're
assume
talking
they
about.
do with everything.
All right, so special treats coming out this Friday, next Friday, whatever day that is, the 28th, whatever it is. What year is this?
The 3028.
The 28th
Exactly.
of 2028. The episode 9 of season 9 of Sign Up for Hire is out. The huge delay from whatever. We took over Dorkly. It took up my time, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But there's a little teaser trailer that we put together. You get a sneak peek of it here, so let's see it. Play it, AJ.
All right, what is this again?
We're watching the trailer for the second half of season 9. Sonic Goes to College.
That's still happening? I thought both of the creators got diarrhea poisoning and died.
Diarrhea poison? No, I heard that when they took over Dorkly, they had to focus on weekly bits for a while, so it got pushed back.
The diarrhea story's better.
Yeah, I kind of agree. All right, let's watch.
When we last left our heroes. Heroes? Seems a bit much. When we last left our, I don't know, characters? Whatever. This stuff happened.
We're going to college!
You're both very mean to me for no reason.
I'm the biggest booster at Console University.
What's up, Sonic? Looks like we're rooming and grooming.
Dean Kane is right here. Oh my, you make it.
Check it. Provolone Tony, and I'm here to drink. Professor
I wouldn't push my buttons, Mario. One day, you'll push the wrong button, and I'll just go off.
He seems nice.
Can we just talk about the elephant in the room?
Hey, I'm not an elephant. Or am I?
It's a real gun, and I'll put a real bullet in your head if you don't start winning some championships.
Wait till I tell you what's going on with this Mario murder.
I really gotta get going back to class. Yeah, right. Let's go get drunk and stupid!
And something bad happens in 3, 2, 1.
You are disqualified.
And here are spoilers for everything that happens for the rest of the season. What? Oh yeah, I guess we shouldn't do that. Here are some non-contextual jokes.
So you're just leaving school? What about winning a championship? You're supposed to win this school a championship. The whole season revolved around winning a championship, Sonic. If you don't want to win a championship, Sonic, what was this whole season about, Sonic? Championships!
Stop saying championships. Hey, who's the asshole throwing sodas?
Sonic, it is very important that you win this race.
Yeah, I know. You said it like 900 times this season.
Well, it's been forever since the last episode, so...
Fair enough. Oh man, where'd you get that harmonica? Wait, did everybody get harmonicas?
And enough with the empty threats, okay? Either shit or get off the pot. All right, it took all night, but I managed to teach you everything I know about basketball. You're ready.
We watched 10 hours of hang time. I know nothing.
Go get him, teddy bear! Yeah, I got 2 tails, but okay, yeah, sorry. You're totally right. I didn't feel that either here. I'm sorry. It's better off anyway. I only had that half line. Hey, who threw that?
Friday, April 4th, 2025. Season 9 continues.
Well, what'd you think?
Do you think they ate poison diarrhea? Or they got diarrhea so bad it killed them?
All right. Friday, April 4th, Sonic for Hire's back.
I want to say the Hunger Games prequel novel came out and nobody cares.
Nope. Like, really?
I mean, maybe people care. I feel bad. I did watch all 3 I think actually were there 4 Hunger Games movies? I
think
read
so.
all 3 books, and I think they split the last book into 2 movies because fuck you and whatever. I watched all the movies. I read all the books for the first series, and then they started making new ones. They made The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in 2020.
Yeah.
I did not read it. It came out as a movie, and I was like, oh, this is a movie? I didn't even know it was a book. And now they have a second one, and I don't care, and I'm sorry. But maybe when they're all done, then I will care. Because here's the thing about me. I hate waiting for the next thing. I know that this is probably going to be at least 3 books. So why am I going to read 1 and 2 when it's going to take another 4 years for the third one to come out? No, thank you. I hate doing that. No, thank
then
you.
I have bad news for you about those Spider-Verse movies because
I hate waiting.
That third movie ain't coming out for a long time.
But that's okay because I watched the first one thinking it was a standalone, and then the second one was just a bonus. And so, like, I didn't know there was going to be 3. I don't care. I'll just watch it as a thing as it is. But like with these, it's like they're clearly building towards a thing. And I hate cliffhangers because then when the new thing comes out, I have to reread everything all over again. It takes a lot of time for someone like me, is what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Next.
I haven't watched it in a while. When you just said cliffhanger, the movie Cliffhanger, if that ended on a cliffhanger, that would have been pretty sweet.
That would have been pretty
That
awesome.
would have been dope.
I'll be honest with you. I've never seen Cliffhanger.
It's a movie.
I was
Not
like,
worth
he's rock climbing?
Yeah.
That was like when I got tricked into seeing Twister.
What? Tricked? We used to watch Twister
Did you think it
every
was about
time
the
it got
game?
rainy.
Yeah, I was really bummed. I'm like, where are the circles? Where's the vague sexual undertones? But no, I was like the weather.
No,
it's the same
Twister's
time as Independence
fantastic.
Day. I was like, no, fight aliens. I'm not fighting the weather. The weather's a natural phenomenon.
Yeah,
Just get out of the way.
Which makes it scary. You
It's
can't
already
just
scary.
get out of the way. You've never seen it hit that house and skip right over that one and hit yours or whatever
So, where do we go from here?
Snow White sucks. Moving on.
Yep.
Boom.
I saw a quick
Nailed it.
recap of people's reactions to it, like fans and critics and whatever. And it's like they're just purposely going back and forth, but it was like, this sucks. It was good. This is terrible. It was all right. Like it just everything was like
I don't mind it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have no gauge.
But no
on
one's
it,
like, this is
I mean,
brilliant.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna end up seeing it just because I need a thing to go take my kids to do on a rainy day or whatever. But I will say, if it's still playing where you are, go see the fucking Looney Tunes movie. That thing was so fun. It was so fun. I saw it this past Monday, I think, with my kids, and there's a lot of really fun stuff in there. Snow White, I'm like, even back when I first saw a trailer for it, I was like, no one's asking for this. No,
Yeah.
like Snow White is kind of like a blah story, and the big thing about it is that, you know, it was like the first feature-length animated film. It was a big deal when it happened, but why do we need to remake it into a live action? I don't know what changes they made, but a lot of the stuff was just not so great. There's a lot of problematic, princess shit, people making out with you when you're asleep, et cetera, et cetera.
What's wrong with
I
that?
don't know. That's how I feel about it. I'm sure they changed some stuff for this, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's kind of doomed. Just
Yep, it did. I mean, from the jump,
Yeah.
like from the trailer, I'm like, no one's seeing this movie. And then it failed, and they were like, oh, it's because Rachel Ziegler said something on Twitter or something. And I'm like, no, the movie was garbage.
Yeah.
And looks.
It had nothing to do with her. I feel bad because she looks like she's probably doing great otherwise, I haven't seen anything else she's in, but
but I assume
I assume
it's
she's
not
a great
her,
actress.
like a fault of her own. It's
I
really
don't think
just
it's her
like-
fault. Gal
yeah.
Gadot is fantastic, so I don't blame her.
No, well,
In
people are
any
blaming
other
her.
context,
people
I'd
are
love to
actually
see
blaming
her. At
They're-
what? Oh, people don't
people
like
do
her.
not like her.
Oh, whoops.
At least her acting. They're like, 'cause
Whoopsie.
they're just stringing together all of her like horrible line readings where she's like, enough champagne to fill the
Nile.
Nile.
I know. Yeah. Playing some like Wonder Woman 85 stuff. I'm like,
Khalil,
oh
no. I mean, she's
yeah.
she's
Give
really bad.
me the stone.
Give me the stone, Maxwell Lord.
Yeah. It's not.
I did not hit her.
That's the vibe I was trying to.
What a story, Kal-El.
Kal-El, no. Wow. Yeah, that really does kind of dive into a little bit of
Do the Tommy
Wiseau.
Wiseau a little
Holy
bit.
shit! Yeah.
Anyway, how's your sex life? I don't think so.
Oh, hi, Flash.
Oh, hi, Flash. It is the lasso of Themyscira. But like, I can't imagine the cojones on Disney to go like, we're making Snow White into a live-action picture, and after that, we're going to remake the Broadway Melody, the MGM classic from 1929, because it was a big deal in 1929. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is your weird like pulse read on reality? Like, who on earth wants to see that? No one, as it turns out. And then we'll shove Rachel Ziegler into like a Spirit Halloween costume that looks like a cheap knockoff of Snow White. It's like, it looks bad. And also, your movie's boring. Like, everything is working against it. You have asked too much of us to watch your horrible, ugly CG live action remakes. They're not. The Lion King is not a live action remake. If there's nothing filmed.
That's being filmed. Yeah, it's all fucking CG, and I hate it.
By the way, I don't want to see you like tasering lions into doing things.
No, we never
I'm
needed
glad
that. The
it's
whole
CG.
reason the
Right.
Lion King is animated is so that you
because
can
you
have
can.
animals talk.
You can't, because they don't talk
Because
in real
animals
life.
don't actually talk like that. They talk
Yeah.
in their own languages to each other, doing their own things.
They do.
The sequel, they made it like
We don't
a
need
deliberate
that.
choice to make the lions and stuff like more cartoony in their expression. I'm like, what is this in at this point? Like, just
Just make a cartoon.
Yeah.
Don't make Mufasa the live action version that's not live action. Just make
Yeah.
Mufasa the cartoon.
And it
I'll
failed
watch
too, by
that.
the way. Like, that movie
Yeah.
bombed. And I'm like, I would have thought.
Who would have thunk it?
is there any reverse
Is there
situations
anything
like
we
this?
like today?
No, I was gonna say we're all pretty crabby. Is there like a live action movie that's got an animated remake of it?
Probably. Tell us in the comments if you know one of these off the top
And not
of your
like
head.
a TV show, like not like the
Yeah.
Star Wars animated series. Like I feel like those are different. But
right.
if it's like like an animated release of or remake.
I
or
mean, if somebody
reimagining of
wants to
something
animate Forrest Gump, I will be there 100%. I loved
with your
it.
poster.
Yeah.
All right, let's speed run through here. Severance. I didn't watch this season, but I like the show. When I watched the two
The
episodes.
season was fucking fantastic.
Was it?
If you have Apple TV or if you don't, go get it so you can watch seasons 1, 2, and 3. It was great. It was so much fun. There was so much emotion, heightening, all the things. Brienne of Tarth shows up. I mean, she was in the last season anyway,
character?
but no, I don't know what her name is. The woman who plays Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
She's in this season, and she has a fantastic scene in the finale that is just to die for. I love it so much. Check it out, people.
Done. Holland.
Done.
Go. I have no idea what this is. Go.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Oh, it's a Holland on Prime. It's a movie with Nicole Kidman. It's like giving vibes that are both like Stepford Wives and Midsommar, like very like creepy cult. Something's going on here. I'm gonna check it out probably.
Creepy
It came
cult?
out. It's coming out today actually.
Oh, wow.
It's live today as we record. So
All right.
when this airs, you can go check it out on Prime.
I've been a sucker
Holland.
for Reacher on Prime. It is such like a basic.
Reacher.
It's the third season of it. It's I don't know the actor's guy's name. It's just a large guy, and everyone comments on how large he is.
He's big.
Yeah, it's based on the books, and like what's fucking hilarious is that Tom Cruise was Reacher in the movies, and he's the total opposite. Like the dude is supposed to be like 6'5", like 275 or something ridiculous, and then Tom Cruise is like, I'm Reacher.
Tom Cruise is like the shortest guy.
I know. And like Tom Cruise is like a bona fide action star, so he's like, it's beating up people. That part is fine, but it's like, all right, man, just you're not supposed to be that guy.
I'm so tall.
But the dude who plays him in the Prime series is like a massive dude, and he just goes and he's whatever. He just like destroys people. And like the big thing this season is like there's a guy who's bigger than him. So, but like in every scene that I've seen so far, like he beats the shit out of that guy anyway. So it's like, all right.
Oh, nice.
But like not as quickly as the others. Like that's kind of the drama. But it's like a very simple show to be like big guy beats up people for justice. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't even what is that on?
It's Prime. It's on Prime too.
Oh, okay. I have that.
We'll skip my art breakdown thing. I'll show you what I'm working on here. Fine, you talk me into it.
Yeah.
We made one sound.
Yeah.
Oh.
Twist my arm.
All right. Hold me back. So this week's stuff's got Five Nights at Freddy's. So doing this, it's for Plants vs. Zombies, and that's coming out tomorrow. Tonight, if you're a Patreon member, but whatever, at this point, it'll be out. So I got to make the Chica one. So this is how I just build it out. Kind of like an annoying process, but like you just build it out in pieces. And what am I even looking at here? So this little dude's got his little cupcake dude. I think Mr. Cupcake, I think so. So like it's got to draw like little hand kind of holding underneath it. The good thing about this is these characters purposely don't move, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Sure.
And then the way I build this stuff out is like the color is on its own layer, a little bit of like the dirt kind of shading, and then just like the outline stuff. So he's in for this Chica's in it for one shot at the end, spoiler. But so if I just have that color on a separate layer, then I can just like do that real quick, and then that's colored, and then I can do the same with the hand, and like this is Freddy's hand, so I'm just, everything's like built in a way to make it kind of easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I do from there is, break it out into something like this. So it's all into pieces. And that's sort of like a technical thing where you bring it into the animation software. It's got to be separated out a little bit so that it doesn't get muddy. And then I just rebuild it in the other software, and it's kind of rigged already, but that's kind of it. I mean, it's super simple. What else I got in here? Here's a bunch of reference that you got to use. Some people frown on like reference stuff. It seems like it's cheating, but like you got to fucking use reference.
I need to know what it looks like.
Exactly. It's like, and you're just, you're not tracing over it. You're just not copying it or whatever, but you got to use it for reference. So I don't know why some people poo-poo on that, but F that. Anyway. All right. This is Yesterday in Nerd History. This is the 75th anniversary of the animated Cinderella from Disney. All Disney stuff today.
That they're going to make a live action next year.
Right? Did they already or no?
I thought they did that already.
No, they did a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
They did a bunch of Cinderella-esque
right.
things.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
none of which I've seen. But eventually I probably will.
Yeah. Did you, AJ, when you were growing up, did you watch like the animated one, like Disney stuff? I didn't really watch a whole
Cinderella I watched because we had, there were certain movies that I had never seen until I was an adult, but Cinderella we had bootleg, so I did watch that, yes. Nice. And in fact, I watched it kind of recently, within the last like couple months. It was playing, and I was like, oh my God, it is insane how well I know this movie. Like I could sing along with it. I knew the inflections of all of the characters. I was like, this is scary, because we just put it on for the kids, and I was like making dinner or something, and every like couple minutes I'd stop and look over and be like, oh my God, this is like, it's just a weird thing that it's doing to my brain, pulling in these little things where it's like Cinderella, night and day, it's Cinderella.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, what do you think the last time you saw that movie was until?
Before that, It was probably like not since I was a kid.
I
had like no reason to watch it in like high school, and like after that I wasn't watching Cinderella for fun, so I just watched it like on repeat ad nauseum as a kid, and then just memorized so much of it without even realizing it.
I think I'd mentioned it before too when we were in however many months ago, but like that happened to me with Weekend at Bernie's. Not quite as iconic, but it was the same thing. Like I hadn't seen it in a long time, and then it just happened to be on TV. And it was that same thing. It was just like a random scene. It wasn't like an important scene by any whatever. Not that there's an important scene in Weekend at Bernie's, but like I was like, I remember all like the weird details about it. There was like certain sound effects and like expressions that the characters were making and stuff. I was like, why do I remember this stuff? Like on cue too. Is this such like a weird thing that like your brain is just like, I'm gonna need this for later, so I'm just gonna like keep this back here. Here's all Simpsons quotes until in the meantime, and then just bring it back up when I need it. Anyway, did some little bit of deep diving on Cinderella, because I remember watching it when I was a kid. I didn't watch it a whole ton, but like it's interesting just kind of digging back through some of like the era that it was being made and kind of all the shit that was happening in Disney and like in the world and stuff. So it was made in 1950, cost $3 million, which was $40 million today.
Holy shit.
And it grossed 85, which is $1.1 billion today. So
God.
it literally saved the studio because at the time it like Snow White was a hit, and then Pinocchio and Fantasia lost money for them.
Oh, snap.
And this was also during World War II, so they kept themselves afloat by doing like war films and stuff, like propaganda basically, but like he was like $4 million in debt, I think, at the time when Cinderella was being made. I had no idea for this, but the original like story of Cinderella dates back to the 1st century. A lot of different versions of it, but one of them was like, picture it happening in Egypt, and it was, instead of like a glass slipper, it was a sandal. So it was like all these kind of things that just kind of carried over through time. But the first written version of it was an Italian writer, I'm sure I'll pronounce this perfectly, Giambattista Basile in 1634. So like it's this crazy old story. There's all different versions of it and stuff. I know there's one, instead of a slipper, she had like a magic ring, like all these different kind of iterations of it. The style too, it's there's not a ton of it, but like it's got like a rotoscopy feel to it, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, like rotoscoping, you live action reference, and for lack of a better, there's more to it than that, but you're tracing over the film basically. Animators can like push and exaggerate expressions and poses and stuff like that based off it, but it's like direct reference that you're doing. So since they were
good for motions like spinning and things that are getting the flow of fabric and things like that.
Right, exactly. The reference and stuff, because they didn't have a lot of like extra cash. Like they used a ton of money on Fantasia to put all these bells and whistles and stuff to make it look cool, and they couldn't spend that money because he was in debt. So they filmed like a ton of it for reference. So like building sets, live action stuff, and like a ton of reference, and then use that. And then the animators were allowed to use that. A lot of the animators didn't like using that because they feel like it's like a cheat or whatever. They like to use their own, like it's like a creative cheat or whatever for them. They still did, but I mean, it kind of makes sense too because the 9 Old Men, the like classic Disney animation team of these 9 like master animators, all worked on the movie in different parts, and they ended up using it, but like you could tell in some references and stuff, like you could see the footage versus the final thing, and they are using it for that, but like they're pushing where you need to because it's gonna look stiff if you just do it 1-to-1. But one of the things, I'll just share this real quick. This was found it on Reddit. Walt Disney's like what he said his favorite shot. I found like a pencil test version of it.
So cool.
Just wild.
The idea of like magic falling down, swirling around is so fun.
I love the like notes on the page.
I know.
They're like, well, that's okay. That's immaterial. Like this iconic moment is just on like there's like coffee rings and stuff on it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like that's like the beauty of animation is just like there's this person who's just like here's talent and I'm just gonna pour it out of this little device onto a page, and the page doesn't matter what else is around it. It could be on a napkin as long as it's like, you know, as long as it's used properly, we're good to go. And I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm so spoiled. I learned how to animate digitally in like software. So doing that when you're flipping through drawings after drawings and just becoming like a master artist that way is just to get the timing right. Like that's all the stuff there, the charts and everything on the sides. Like that's all the stuff that you have to figure out, like how the speed of the animation, like the easing in and easing out of stuff. Like that's how they figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. I don't know.
Like on one hand, I want not have sequences like from like the Clerks cartoon show where they're like we gave this rest of the show to the Korean animators and like they're all slaves and they're chained to their desks and stuff like that. Like I would rather not have like poor working conditions for animators and have to be like, well, we just sent it over to Malaysia. Like, oh, why? And it's like, oh, because they're so much more talented than Americans. Like, well, it's more because we could pay them in cheese and like, and they have like horrible working conditions. Like, I would if a slider could fix that, but not destroy animation completely. Like, there's some kind of balance we could probably strike with like automation, you know? Like there was a great line that I saw recently where it was just like, no, AI was supposed to make it so that like I
could do the creative stuff.
Like, I could be creative.
I don't want AI to be doing my creative stuff. I want them to be doing the dishes and the laundry so that I can do the creative stuff.
Yeah.
Right, but instead I'm checking myself out at the freaking grocery store. Right, cool.
So anyways, the original Cinderella was all made by AI.
And we're celebrating it today, representing the death of animation and an innovation.
This has been our most sour episode. I feel like
It really is. I'm sorry. I produced this one.
All right, that does it for this week. Thanks for sticking around and listening to us complain about stuff. We kind of had to get all that stuff out of our off our chests, out of our brains, whatever it is.
We'll be happy next week.
Oh,
Right? I'm excited. I will say there are things that are out there that make me happy.
Yeah.
Like there's a brand new video game that is dropping from Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Oh yeah, I just saw the trailer. That looks fucking cool.
Oh my god!
I know.
A 16-bit beat 'em up game like the Ninja Turtles arcade, but with Marvel characters.
Yep.
I'm in.
Yep. I love that
Purchase.
that style, like the new Turtles game that came out like a few years ago. But like
Yes,
that
which I
style,
bought sight unseen immediately.
That was super fun. Like there's the Power Rangers one.
There's a Power Rangers one too. Yeah.
And I just saw one for Double Dragon. It's like a DLC version. It's like I forget the title of it, but it's like I think there's other characters involved or whatever like that. But it's that same style too.
Oh, like Battletoads or something, right? They actually did a Double Dragon Power Battletoads crossover from like 100 years ago. So I would have assumed that they brought that back, but I'm sure it's a logistical nightmare now. I don't know who owns Battletoads.
I saw the fun
Apple or something.
The fun part about the Double Dragon one is they got Game Grumps to rap and do like a whole song for it. It's great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, there's fun stuff.
There's fun stuff in the
everything
universe.
was just kind of
we just only had bad stuff this week.
Yeah, but we'll get to the good.
Yeah, we'll get to the
except
good
for
stuff.
a couple. There are a couple highlights.
Yeah,
a couple few.
Yeah.
Actually, no podcast next week. I'll be in Los Angeles. I have to rent a convertible and do cocaine. And then I got to catch a flight back. That's the only reason I go out. I try to get out there like a couple times a year just to rent a convertible. Can you take a little stint
to go like take a dead body and carry it around?
Yep.
You and a friend have a dead body and carry it around and pretend that you're staying at their house. And they're still alive.
Yeah.
They're your buddy.
Kill a rich person and then puppet their body around.
And then put some headphones on them and they'll walk into the ocean.
Yep.
Get
it's fun.
A chest.
And then, like, the second time I go out, there's, like, voodoo involved. It's not as fun.
I was going to make a reference to voodoo because that's what they do in the second one.
Yep.
Because they made a second one. Not since Mannequin 2 has there been a sequel not asked for.
Mannequin 2, holy shit. All right, so, I don't know, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Spotify, Apple, give us a like, give us a listen, everything like that. If you're watching here, leave a comment. I have no stupid prompt for you. What's something you can complain in the comments? What's something that's bugging you right now? Just give us a complaint.
What's bothering you? What do
Everybody
you hate?
vent.
Tell us the things you hate.
Yeah. Don't say Dorkly. I can't. I'm not.
Say it.
We set them up for
This
that.
podcast.
Don't say this. I know. Don't say this
I hate
podcast,
it.
please. I'm holding on by a thread here.
I need this trip. I need it to go well.
I need this trip. Oh shit. You guys got anything you want to plug?
Song for Hire?
This next Friday, whatever.
This coming
Whatever today
Friday.
This podcast
Friday
comes out
the
on
4th.
4th? Yes, thank you. It'll come out when I'm in sunny
April
California.
4th.
Ghost riding a convertible onto the ocean.
You're going to meet a mermaid.
All right, guys. We like you. We hope you like us.
Got anything you want to plug?
No.
Therapy?
Yeah, right? Don't use it. I'd be happy. I could never be happier. Don't need it.
Oh, this is brought to you by BetterHelp.
No.